Shipping TV, explaining the world of ships, shipping and the sea to people around the world.
The UK's new port on the Thames, DP World London Gateway, celebrated the official opening of the first major building on its massive logistics park yesterday, 20th of July 2015. The new building is a purpose-built 180,000 square foot multi-user distribution centre with 25,000 square feet of office space. It was built by London Gateway itself and is being operated by Import Services, who already operate similar centres based around DP World Southampton. The new centre was opened by Robert Goodwill MP, Parliamentary Under-Secretary of State for Transport. Unlike most ports which have developed in a more organic way, London Gateway's logistic park is an integral part of the port itself.
This facility is designed to allow people to taste London Gateway, taste the difference, not just to get a port-centric logistics opportunity, but the key point also is to be market-centric, and that's where we really do have a unique opportunity for people to re-engineer their supply chains and hold their stock much closer to the end consumer.
To learn more about how the centre works, we spoke to Mike Thomas of Operators Import Services.
Well, we have 500,000 square foot in Southampton, and we've been based there actually for 30 years. This is a brand new venture for us, the first time that we've moved outside of the Southampton container port area. But we see DP World London Gateway as the future of logistics, which curiously is our strapline. Our niche really is retail logistics. That's how we've cut our origin and developed our business. And what does that mean? Well, principally, most of the products that are sold through retail, whether that's through the majors and multiples or the indie market, or indeed now more and more direct to consumer through the internet, the origins are overseas. So Import Services is in business to help support our clients who are typically importers, manufacturers, distributors, supplying retail, as I said, either through stores or direct, to move their products from A to B. The whole point about port-centric and where this is such a compelling business case, being at London Gateway, is that you have the benefit of a port-centric model, being very close to the port, moving this in a timely fashion straight to the distribution centre. But you've also got the market, and the Greater London market. The juxtaposition here is unique. We are literally 20 miles from the centre of London, and this Greater London market appeal allows us to bring product straight through the facility and get it to market incredibly quickly. And you're moving freight as far as you possibly can on a ship, the most carbon-friendly way, to that market position. So that not only do the numbers work, but from a green supply chain perspective, it works very well.
The centre is just the first of many more buildings that will appear on the site as time progresses. Just next door there's this massive 316,000 square foot distribution centre, which should be ready for operation this coming September. To get a local viewpoint of this massive operation, we finally spoke to Andy Millard and Anne Ostler of Thurrock Council, working with this fast-growing giant enterprise.
This must be one of the biggest planning projects in the known universe, really, I imagine.
It certainly is. It's certainly one of the biggest ones in the UK at present. The port itself is Britain's first 21st century port. The logistics park, which is behind, is the largest logistics site in Western Europe. So a massive project for Thurrock, which we hope will bring some significant benefits to the local economy and our local residents.
In terms of what it does for you, I suppose each of the buildings has to be planned individually and dealt with individually.
They do, but unlike the planning regime, which is often placed as an obstacle or seen as an obstacle up and down the country, the council proactively worked with DP World at a very early stage to put together what was called a local development order, which is in effect planning permission up front. So that's proved really successful here for DP World in terms of attracting business and industry here, because the planning process is greatly simplified and makes this even more of an attractive proposition for those who are looking to invest in our borough. So we're delighted to have worked alongside DP World to create that opportunity.
It must be one of the biggest employment opportunities as well for any council to have on its own turf.
Yes, Thurrock's got a very ambitious growth agenda, 26,000 jobs to be created over the next 15 years. But over half of those will be created on this site directly, but there is also that indirect benefit that having a project of this size brings through supply chain industries, but also because of the profile it gives its borough, and also therefore the impacts upon the residential housing market. You know, Thurrock is certainly on the up.
You see 1,000 or 10,000 boxes, I don't know how many, but the kind of associated fact is that of course you see much more traffic on your roads.
Absolutely, although the port has worked really hard to maximise the amount of freight that is moved by rail, and also a lot of thought and planning has gone into providing the infrastructure to support road traffic. We've been working very closely with the port in terms of their sustainable travel plan. So in terms of people movements, we want maximum people to access jobs here by sustainable modes.